Now, after 2 years of buckling social cohesion, rife anti-Semitism, a lack of government willingness to call it out, and the left-wing media's distortion and bias, Australia has become unrecognisable. Sky News host Chris Kenny has an important message for you tonight. It's time to stand up for decency in this country.
We've never seen so much hate speech on our streets, so many people calling for violence, calling for terrorism and calling for death. Even worse, their calls are directed at one religious group, one race, Jewish people, although the chanters try to pretend their beef is with the government actions of the country of Israel. They hide behind the term Zionist, pretending that to be a Zionist is evil, when of course most Jews are Zionists. Anyone who believes the Jewish people have a right to their own nation in their indigenous lands is a Zionist. I'm a Zionist. When people demonise Zionists, they demonise Jews and their supporters. When they chant from the river to the sea, they echo the bloodthirsty call of terrorist groups like Hamas and Hezbollah to eliminate the state of Israel and the Jewish people, to place all the lands from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean under Arab Muslim control. And when they chant for intifada, they chant for armed rebellion against Israel and against Jews. The first and second intifadas took more than 1,000 innocent Israeli lives in suicide bombings and other attacks. When protesters chant "globalise the intifada," they encourage this around the world. Remember, they chanted for intifada on Bondi Beach last September.
Long live intifada! Long live intifada! 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 Intifada!
Just 3 months later, a terror attack just 100 metres away killed 15 people. The connection between violent rhetoric and real consequences is clear. I don't know that banning phrases or arresting people is the answer, but I do know we need to call out the hate. We need to make sure that people who pretend to be human rights activists are called out for promoting lies and hatred. Listen to the former Australian of the Year.
From Gadigal to Gaza, globalise the intifada. One more time. From Gadigal to Gaza, globalise the intifada.
Globalise the intifada can only mean taking the violent uprising of Palestinians and Arab Muslims against Jews and Israel worldwide. Yet listen to Tame's justification.
Disingenuously distorting definitions has been a cornerstone of Israel's propaganda strategy for decades. Choosing to put a negative spin on the word intifada, which literally means shaking off, is just another example of that.
Really? She shouts like Yasser Arafat, then pretends she's really Taylor Swift. Just shake it off, shake it off. We've seen how Hamas tries to shake off Israel. If you're going to style yourself as a freedom fighter, at least have the courage to own your own words. The haters get too much amplification and not enough criticism. Imagine if they chanted slogans that encourage violence against Muslims, gays or Indigenous Australians. Imagine if people were demonising lesbians or Lebanese or Hindus. They'd quite rightly be shut down, silenced and shamed, if not prosecuted. But the same calls against Jews, Israelis and Zionists, they're tolerated, even amplified. It's shameful and it's deadly dangerous. It can only be stamped out if people like you and me, if decent Australians, refuse to accept it.